And a shot from before as the Miami team bus arrived at the arena. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Myers Leonard. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Zubac in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable, where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh, or
yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverley doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
Shot's good by Butler.
Butler's just so skilled at finding ways to score inside. He utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
Now here's Leonard. He had 22 points in the win against San Antonio.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam, right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
When he came into the NBA, Kawhi Leonard wasn't the most refined player, but something in Spurs management and with the work of the coaching staff, they found a superstar.
And he makes both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Butler. Outside Robinson. Here's Nunn, defended by Harkless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Zubac. And it's the Clippers' ball. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
In talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game, they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And it's denied. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. On offense, here are the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not.
Robinson misses. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago, and a lot of their focus is their strategy going up against Paul George, who is a threat from distance and at the rim. They can't take everything away, but surrendering long twos is probably the safest plan.
Thanks, David. Kept alive. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now, here's Zubac. 9 points last game out. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Fades away. And that one's good. Leonard.
You got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable.
From the baseline. That one a little long. Clippers leading by 3. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Nunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Butler. And Harkless pulls it down. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Here's the floater. Harkless the pass to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 7. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Here's Leonard. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Over Robinson, and again Kawhi Leonard. He's got 10.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Heat trail by 7. Pass to Butler. Outside for Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. Over Harkless. Robinson misses.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Free throw good. Adebayo. And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Robinson against Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And take a look at this list. Every team loves to have guys like these. Big men who can pass like guards. These are their assist totals on the season. 4th, Bam Adebayo.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Well, an offense that's unpredictable can be tough to guard. The ball doesn't go into the low post and never come out. It keeps moving thanks to their passing ability and playing unselfish basketball.
And the Heat making a change here. Second free throw, no good. The Heat trail by 8. Inside, here's Butler. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Harkless dishes to George. Picked his pocket. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Leonard with the steal. In the corner, George with it. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. I think that's going to happen.
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, that could be something that goes away soon.
A different look for the Clippers. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Landry Shamet comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. There's Shamet. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 4. The Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Hero. He's covered by Shamet. Hero, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. There's Shamet, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Here's Hero. He's covered by Shamet. Dragic against Green. And there's the pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dragic from outside. It's good from long range.
Really nice to see Dragic explore that aspect of his game. The catch-and-shoot J is simply deadly.
Now Williams. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Here's Jones. Here's Adebayo. The Clippers grab the miss.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Dragic gets the bucket.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Passes it to Hero. Olenek, he's checked in for Miami. Now, here's Shamet. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Green, no luck. Miami trailing. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Dragic. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
And that one's good, Shamet. And here are the Heat now. Outside Dragic. Here's Hero. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jones finds Dragic. Another shot. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Mann passes to Williams. Shamet with it. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Count that bucket. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
Now here's Dragic, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Here's Mann. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Such an effective combo guard. We all know that Lou Williams can score, but once he gets going, he'll set a teammate up too.
Here's Hero, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Williams, that's for 2. Rebound by Olenek.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Poked away. Shamet with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Mann. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Dragic. He has 5. And Olenek with the basket on the assist by Dragic. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead. LA's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. The Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Outside Dragic. He kicks it to Olenek. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Williams, and they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about the focus there from Sweet Lou? Simply incredible at finding ways to convert through the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
1 shot.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
Dragic with it. He has 5. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Rumors are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Heat, we've got Hero. Olynyk is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Jones. And it's Dragic in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you, Olynyk. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Lou Williams. When certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought 2 ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Yes. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys. And it's guys like Kawhi Leonard, it's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball. Jokic in there with his ability to pass the ball. It's all happening around the three-point line and getting into the gaps. So they look a little bit different, the initiators, in today's game.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Clippers. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Butler comes in for Hero. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to man. Here's Magruder, defended by Butler. And that one drops.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Well, the strength of Johnson, they're hard to contain, adept at scoring despite getting bodied up.
Williams inside. He's guarded by Dragic. Williams can't get it to go.
And a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Butler with the ball, guarded now by Harkless. Offensive rebound, and he comes up with the deuce.
Just a nice job of sniffing one out right there. Would love to see Johnson try to get a few more of those freebies.
Williams scanning the floor. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Dragic with some nice D. They get a hand on it. Harkless with the steal. Here's Mann, and he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 7. Robinson dishes to Butler. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the pass to Magruder. Back to Williams. Count it. Good. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
So good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Now here's Johnson. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 6.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Williams with a clean look. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Harkless. He dishes it to Williams. Good D by Johnson.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Near the 3-point line, it's Dragic. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor. Clippers leading by 3. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Harrell. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Butler. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
So both teams changing it up here. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Clippers. Holding on to 2nd spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And when you look at the Clippers, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
Well, how could you? They're a team that's actually feared at this point, and that is legit. They go into every single game, no matter who's the opponent, and they expect to win.
That one goes. Count it.
He's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
Butler passes to Nunn. 5 to shoot. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. pass to Adebayo. Butler from outside. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard with the ball. Robinson picks him up, and that one's good. Beverly.
Now, with Leonard on the floor, the team's always going to function a little bit better as a whole, and some of that comes from his unselfish play.
Here's Nunn. 9-point game his last outing. Dishes it to Robinson. Butler on the wing. Defended by Beverly. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
That free throw good from Butler. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
George with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The Heat trail by 5. Here's Nunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the paint, here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
One thing you notice about Leonard, he shouldn't be just a good outside shooter. He has the wingspan and verticality to be a factor at the rim.
Now, here is George. He had 19 points in the win against San Antonio.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Nunn. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
The Heat have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Free throw drops for Leonard.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times.
Heroes checked in for the Heat. And so he hits both. Clippers leading by 3. And here's George. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The pass to Nunn. The Heat need to get a shot off. Leonard trying to break free. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Here's George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He was extremely sharp at the free throw line in their last outing.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Jones checked in for Myers Leonard.
One shot.
That's good from George.
And with Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Clippers leading by 3. Passes it to Leonard. And here's the fast break. Here's Nunn, defended by Beverly. Hero passes to Nunn. Clock at 4. This one for 3. Green with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Buries it down low. Leonard's got 15 points.
It's like he's got a couple of suction cups at the end of those long arms. Those huge hands from Kawhi, helpful on the glass.
Here's Nunn. Puts it up from 12. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Pass to Leonard. And it's Miami with the rebound. .131 left in the first half. Here's Nunn. 5 points in the game. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Nunn.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Beverly finds George. Now Green. Pass to Beverly. Back to Green. Three-pointer. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. The Heat trail by 3. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Nunn. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Now the pass to Nunn. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Nunn's got the lead up to 1 now for Miami.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
George from deep three-point land, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Miami ahead, leading by a point. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. James, they played very well, but you guys really took them out of that. How did that happen?
Yeah, you know, we talked about how they're on a roll, so our second group wanted to come out, give the energy to the first group, and just do our game, play our game, no expectations, just go out and play hard.
You really backed them up. Thanks a lot, James. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Miami's first quarter could have gone much better. They were really forcing shots, not getting many good looks, and it resulted in a subpar 36% field goal percentage in the period. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The Heat with the lead. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Butler. Tries it from 9. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Leonard against Beverley. Now, here's George. Defense right on him. To the wing on the left. 4 on the shot clock. Beverley for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes it to Nunn. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverley. Right side, George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got 9 points.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Butler against George. Butler passes to Adebayo. A second chance effort. He can't get that one to fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Nunn. He's got 9. Leonard the pass to Robinson. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent D there from George.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Here's Nunn. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the rejection by Zubac. And he gets it back. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Harrell.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside Butler. Goes up on the high post. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles leading by 4. To the middle. Time on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
That's where Patrick Beverly's defensive tenacity helps you out. Active hands, and he knocks the ball away.
Leonard against Robinson. That's tipped. Dives for it. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Warriors, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back, but they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Beverly up top. He has 5. It's George on the wing. To the inside. Leonard with the bucket. He's got 23.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Miami again turning it over. Now let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. Kawhi Leonard on top.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, the biggest number among them being that scoring average. He provides high-octane, high-energy offense at all times, and there's virtually nothing an opponent can do to slow him down. Say your prayers.
And the Clippers call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And Miami making a change here.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Lou Williams. How his last 10 games have gone. Putting up about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Pass to Magruder. Now Williams. He has 5. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. The dish to Butler. Outside Dragic. From about 19 feet. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Dragic is a solid shooter, especially from the mid-range area on the floor.
Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
Clippers leading by 7. Magruder passes to Williams. There's the pass to Mann. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Heat trail by 7. Dragic with a wide open look. Misses off the left iron.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Pass to Magruder. Williams against Dragic. It's Williams with the drive. It's deflected. They recover it. The 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now. Well, the veteran James Johnson has been in the league for quite some time now. He's had a few different stops. You can't deny the fact that James Johnson has some incredible talents shooting, handling, controlling the offense from that point forward position. He does a really nice job and has found a home here in Miami.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And for Johnson now, over a decade of service time in the NBA. Brent, that's some great veteran leadership.
Great veteran leadership, great experience to draw from, but finding a home in Miami, case in point, last year for the Miami Heat, James Johnson was elected the team captain. So nice to see some of that hard work obviously paying off here in terms of the respectability of James Johnson.
Here's Magruder. Good D by Johnson.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now, here's Shamet. Passes to Harrell. Now here's Williams. Shoots over Dragic. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down. There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Shamet after the made shot from Goran Dragic. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Hero. Here's Silva. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Miami. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Clippers in the lead. Now, here's Shamet. 8 points for him. Pass to Leonard. It's on target from the high post. Leonard's got 25 points in the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Dragic against Williams. Jones, no one around him. They get it back.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Dragic after the Clippers pick up 2. The shot's good.
Yeah, Dragic was not going to be denied on that possession. A fiery competitor, and they needed that bucket.
Down low. Here's Harrell. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Johnson. The pass to Hero. Back to Johnson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
The free throw drops for Leonard. George is checked in for Los Angeles. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And Miami has possession. 6-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be their 2nd of 6 road games for the team. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George has got the ball. Here's Williams. And Jones sends it back. But they get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And finally they hit one. George has got 11 points.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting. Clippers leading by 6. George with the ball. He's got 11. Pass to Shamet. Harrell down low. Working on Jones. And they pick up 2. And the Clippers lead by 8.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Dragic dishes to Jones. Harrell against Johnson. Passes it to Hero. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Leonard. 5th in steals, 7th in scoring, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Beverly. He has 5. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Shamet on the wing. 10 points for him. Lock at 6. Beverly for 3. They get the rebound. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, Harrell gets up there and he uses that long wingspan for the finish.
Here's Nunn. Defended by Beverly. Here's Nunn. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
What a defender Beverly is. He's so active down there. The hands, the feet. He's just a menace.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Myers Leonard is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Harrell in at the 2. Now here's Harrell. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Here's Harrell. To the right side. Here's Nunn, defended by Beverly. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now, here's Shamet. Kicks to Harrell from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shamet the pass to Leonard. Zubac is checked in for Landry Shamet. And then for Miami, Robinson comes in for Jones. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Harrell. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Knocked away. Here's Butler. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Nunn. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Harkless is checked in for Los Angeles. Robinson for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Nunn. Outside Butler, jacks up a 3. He's off on that one, and the Clippers will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And George kicks to Beverly. Right side, Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And that one misses. The Heat trail by 9. Butler feeling out a bit. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Los Angeles leading by 7. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, George. And then George with the jam.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
The Heat trail by 9. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No, it
can't be that.
Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game, somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. Quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
He hits the second from the line. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Robinson. For the 3. The shot by Harkless, no good. The Heat trail by 8. Right side, Butler. The pass to Adebayo. Outside, Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You just got to like how strong Butler goes when he's inside. Just terrific at figuring out ways to get to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clippers with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Leonard. Over Robinson. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the Heat call time here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Now, here's Butler. Excellent D there from George.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Butler. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Butler passes to Nunn. 13 feet away. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lots of room. That one wide left. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Over in the corner, Beverly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight. The Heat trail by 11. Pass to Robinson. Adebayo with the ball. He's covered by Leonard. He gets it in there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Nunn, defended by George. Stolen by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Yep, that one goes in there. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Well, just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Here's Nunn. Back to Butler. Tipped away. Harkless with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. And finished off by Leonard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Clock at 6. Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that pump fake of Butler has become deadly. You wonder if D. Wade has been giving him some pointers. You got to stay down if you're on defense.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Dragic is checked in. And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
George against Robinson. Basket counts. And that's 15 points for George.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Dragic dishes to Robinson. He kicks to Butler. Pass to Dragic. The three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Leonard missing. The Heat trail by 13. And here's Dragic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Williams. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Williams against Dragic. Over Williams. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Dragic.
And that's why you have to love how good a floor general Dragic can be. Fantastic pick and roll there.
Now here's Williams. Off target from outside.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
And the Clippers call time here. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And the Clippers have possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now, here's Adebayo, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. Now a timeout called by Miami. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Now Dragic takes a shot at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down. Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Now here's Dragic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting two.
No good on the free throw.
And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Los Angeles leading by 8. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Butler is just hard to guard inside. Really good at using his body to create contact against the defense at the basket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
George, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Yeah, you gotta love the respect Butler gets from the defense. He's no stranger to getting fouled hard while shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. so Butler nails both of them.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Los Angeles now, out to the right wing. Back to Williams. Clippers moving the ball around. Harkless with it. Leonard's there. Harkless finds Zubac. 6 to shoot. Back to Leonard. On the wing, Williams. There's the 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by George. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Now here's Butler. Paul George with the steal. Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Leonard. It's tipped. Butler dishes to Dragic. To get open is Robinson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Butler nails both of them. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 29 seconds left in the game. To the left side wing. Here's Dragic from outside. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
With time in this one running out, Goran Dragic shows some guts, taking and making the shot.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And the Heat call time here. They're behind by 7. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes!
Well, right now, it seems like he's hitting everything. He is really on a tear.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Outside Robinson. And Harkless pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And the technical free throw is good. So the Clippers with the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Paul, obviously your team is built on defense. It seems like that's a big part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we hang our hats on is, locking down when it counts. And we stayed together and pulled this one out.
Great team effort tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.